Oh, Karl, let's fly away. And where are we flying to, Karl?
My friend, we are going to Lavender Town to get
There
a
we go.
Poker Flute upgrade. So we can go get a Snorlax that's in front of Viridian. No, it's in Viridian City, in front of the Diglett Cave. So then we can go to Pewter Town.
Hell yes. So
apparently there's a guy in here, and we're not doing this in response to any comments we got about it. We are so far ahead. If you are at home and thinking you left a comment telling us to do this, we did not get it. We are months ahead on Pokemon.
literally months ahead, yes.
We are, yes.
So I believe the stuff that I recorded before Christmas is going up next week, which is the middle of February.
Yeah.
There
we go.
How unfortunate. If you upgrade it with the EXPN card, you'd better get one.
You better get one. I think
He
says there's an old man. Card? The power plant's problem. Thanks to you, I never lost my job.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. The next guy I'll talk to.
This gives you it. And the question is, Lucas, are we going to get the Snorlax? Because apparently it's the only one in the game.
Oh, is it?
Snorlax is very good, but because of that logic, I don't like it.
That's the issue, because I'm tempted to get it, even if we don't use it, just for the option.
But it's because it's the only one in the game. But I feel like this is going to be the next fucking Heracross. This is the Heracross of Kanto.
That's true, yeah.
Where it is, get Snorlax. Snorlax is so good. It's like, but we want to play the game the way we want.
And that's the thing is, I really like Snorlax and Munchlax and think they're really cool Pokemon, but it feels powerful. Similar to the Gyarados of any event Pokemon. Feels like we're kind of just phoning it in, and I know we have got our starter Pokemon, so I feel like that's already like phoning it in enough.
You can't get rid of your fucking as well. I don't think there's anything on my team I want to swap for a Snorlax.
I feel like we've got a bit more of a unique team than, like, you know, just, oh, guess what, we've got a starter, a Snorlax, and a red Gyarados.
Yeah.
To be fair, we have got Espeon, so I can't really say much about that.
Well, there you go. That's like your favourite Pokemon. So we've got to go through this. This will help us get to Pewter, so we can go through the Diglett Cave. So the only one in the game, because man, like, we can talk about that privately. How annoyed did we get about people telling us, get fucking Heracross? Baffling. Oh, look at it! What an animation!
I mean, to the point where we essentially made a video about it on Fiend, to be fair.
Telling people to stop asking us to get it.
Well, let's just poison this fucking Snorlax. Oh, no, he has got immunity.
He's got immunity! He's not having
Of course he does,
Lucas,
yeah.
We're dead. Roll out.
It's not broken rollout, though.
No, but it's still scary. When you see that thing rolling at you, I'll be scared.
Because guess what? We've just got Arthur. Like, take that super resistance. Just fuck it.
Oh, the power. But bear in mind as well, like, Snorlax got super high attack.
That's true, but at the same time, just Arthur might be like 4 times resistant to that.
Fair enough. Let's go for that Earthquake.
So, Snorlax is super powerful and rollout is getting on. But Arthur.
The weird thing is, like, about the Heracross is, I check out on your videos, you know, to support my friend. The amount of people who are salty in the comments, leaving like pithy, smarmy comments of, only with a Pokemon that could help you defeat this gym leader. It's like, fucking get over it, mate. We're playing the game differently to how you play it.
I know there's like some people who are clearly just going along with the joke and some people who are annoyed about it, but it's just funny how people are still so attached to this fucking idea of Heracross.
It's like, God, like, it's very strange, like, being an internet content creator, specifically like with games and stuff. It's, I guess, like, we're just fighting Snorlax right now, so we can talk about, we were kind of discussing in my recording session, is people thinking we don't like games because we have, like, 1 or 2 complaints about them.
Yeah, and obviously the one very prevalent through this is the level scaling.
Yeah.
Through this entire playthrough, we've been like, oh my god, the level scaling in this game.
That doesn't mean we don't like the game, but something we've seen, like, just during each of our playthroughs, whenever we talk about a game or, like, offer any kind of, like, here's something I'd, like, you know, fix or address.
Here's some constructive criticism, or here's something that's a bit frustrating about the game, yeah.
You'll get, like, a smarmy comment, do you even like this game? All you do is complain. It's like, you're allowed to criticize things you like.
Yeah, and I've said on multiple occasions that this is potentially my favourite Pokemon game. I think the whole journey through Kanto is one that, apart from the obvious, like, problems with the levels, It's
which you don't notice as a kid.
A real nice balance. And again, the HMs are a problem, but it hasn't stopped me enjoying this playthrough, and it hasn't stopped us enjoying Pokemon and talking about Pokemon.
Speaking of which, we'll need a Pokemon that knows cut.
Oh, God, that's just... It can just dissolve any kind of poison. It can eat things off the ground.
Yeah, fair. I can believe Snorlax can eat shit off the ground. So I guess what name we're going to give it? Big fat guy, the Blob. What's the Blob's name?
Oh, yeah, the Blob, yeah.
So I'll have a look, the Blob at Marvel.
Or just call it Mr. Blobby. It's like, oh, God, no.
I want to say... Yeah, it is. Frederick Dukes.
Should we just call it Dukes?
Dukes. Dukes is a good name for a Snorlax. I'm not mad about it.
Is it D-U-K-E-S?
Yes.
I think Dukes is a pretty decent name for a Snorlax, yeah.
It is, but we're not going to use it.
We're not, but I want to just either have the option to use it or to let people know that we had the chance.
Yeah, we caught it, we just don't want to use it. So we can go through Diglett Cave and that's how we get to Pewter. But you might want to just battle all these trainers.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, let's go get a bit of XP for Pamela. And is it going to be another route where Pamela is poorly matched up against every fucking Pokemon?
Put Diglett Cave. If something, Diglett Cave might be a decent place if there's like level 30 Digletts in there.
That's true.
So we could easily just like smash some
look at, because that's the problem with being a grass type Pokemon, isn't it? Just
everything counters it.
Everything is super effective or has a super effective option against you.
But Lucas, I think you even like Pokemon. You sound like you're complaining a lot about it.
That's the weird thing is like grass types are like I think the most like the type with the most weaknesses, aren't they?
They're also I think Ice has more weaknesses overall, like starter typing for definite.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not to mention as well, they're just like I think they're the least popular overall because it's a game for kids.
Yeah.
Water types are better attacking wise, and fire types are just cooler, so kids pick the fire types.
Well, I think it's one of those, isn't it, of like essentially going by the first original starters, like Charizard's really good at attack. The water types are good like defensively, and grass are the kind of specialist ones where you've got to be tricky. But as a kid, you don't want to be tricky with your Pokemon. You just want to press Hydro Pump or Flamethrower,
which misses every single time.
Yeah, Hydro Pump just has such bad accuracy. And I always refuse to believe that a move that's like 80% accurate is actually 80% accurate.
No, not in my mind, it's not.
Not in Pokemon when I miss 3 Hydro Pumps on the bounce, and it's like, that is not like 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's just, oh well, 3/4 of your attacks will miss. Yet again,
that Growlithe is fucking adorable.
I love Growlithe. And again, I like Growlithe and Arcanine up there as some of my favourite Pokemon. Just any dog-based Pokemon, I'm all there.
Yeah, just any Pokemon that's based on an actual animal that exists.
Well, mainly just dogs and cats. I'm all down for dog and cat type Pokemon. Apart from Granbull. We talked about that last time.
Yeah.
Fucking Granbull.
That's based like a fucking Pitbull or Lapdog. Yeah. I don't like it. So like Stoutland. Apparently Stoutland's not super good because you've got Intimidate.
Stoutland's not bad, I believe, yeah.
Stuff like that shows you how powerful some abilities are, where Stoutland is nobody's favourite Pokemon, I don't think, because it looks so bad, but because it has Intimidate, it's awesome.
The thing is, I really liked, is it Lillipup and Herdia?
But
the 2 pre-evolutions. And I was really excited about what it was going to evolve into, and then it turned into Stoutland. I was like, oh my god. Oh, time for me to never use this Pokemon.
It sucks, but yeah, it's been an adventure playing Pokemon with you for like the last year now, isn't it?
A literal adventure, Karl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been.
But like seeing the feedback we've got of people who like just can't accept that we can like something, but not just only give it just unfiltered like praise.
It's really hard to play through an entire game, talking to you or somebody else or whatever, and just sitting through the entire thing. Go, everything is fantastic.
Well, that wouldn't be interesting.
It wouldn't be interesting at all.
That'd be so boring.
It would be.
It's like one of these like
there we go, Rock Slide. Ukaki's learning Rock Slide.
Perfect. That's what we wanted to teach you, isn't it?
Are we getting rid of Ancient Power?
I'd say get rid of Amnesia. Yeah. Because that gives us the choice, doesn't it? We go like physically strong and weak. So we can always go for like ancient powers for the thing, but rock slide is so useful.
We could just every now and then try the bullshit of attempt to get the ancient power off.
Yeah. But like for now, just for attacking. Ancient power's got 100% accuracy as well, so we have that choice.
True.
But it's like one of the reasons I, as a rule, don't really watch much YouTube. It's just because like most content creators, not all, but like there's a lot of like the popular content creators, like they're either unrelentingly negative to be contrarian, or unrelentingly positive because they want to get sponsored. And you know exactly what I mean by that, don't you? Like think about anyone you've seen like reviewing a Marvel movie.
Oh yeah.
They are like unrelentingly positive. They will never shut the fuck up about how good it is just because they want to go to the next premiere. It's fair enough, but I don't find that interesting to watch.
Oh, there we go, Ukaki as well then.
Looking at.
And yeah, I tend to watch a lot more, I guess, constructive things on YouTube, where it's like, you know, video essays talking about here's the good and bad of a video game or a movie or whatever, but then you get into that territory of, oh, are you clicking on the right content creators or are you clicking on that risky click?
Are you going to get them like, because I had that once, it's probably one of the funniest things to happen to me in regards to like a sponsor reaching out.
Oh, okay.
Guys like, oh, I want to sponsor your channel. Okay, yeah, sure. What do you want me to, like, what you want to sponsor? Oh, I've got a YouTube channel. So fair enough. You make content. Yeah, I make video essays about video games. And then here's the one, Lucas, politics.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, can you send me a link to your YouTube channel? Here's a pro tip, folks. If you want to reach out and sponsor someone, and you want to sponsor like a YouTube channel for that, send the person a link to your YouTube channel. Don't make them ask for it.
Yeah.
Most people, I'd hope, would want to review something they're going to let be sponsored on their channel, or like, you know, appear alongside their branding. And
and don't make the other person do the work if you're the one reaching out.
Yeah, but I click it. And I'm not going to say the title because I don't want to, like, you know, roast the guy or anything, but I click it. And it was just representation in media, my thoughts, 1 hour and 40 minutes long.
Ooh.
And you look at that title and you look at that length and then you look at that he's got 4 subscribers and you go, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be great. And I turn to my girlfriend, who is mixed race, and I just showed her the title and I pressed play. And I looked, and within 30 seconds, she put her head in her hands because the guy had said something really stupid.
Oh, no.
And I went, I don't think I want to be like associated with this person.
Yeah.
And he's just one of those, like, that traditional, like, you know, just smarmy white guy argument. Like, I don't see why people think representation in media is important. Because I don't personally think that it matters to me. Like,
because I'm constantly represented in media, so therefore don't see the problem.
It's like, yeah, it's almost like this is a problem that doesn't impact you, but yeah.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Because it's only just white males that will sit there and say, representation doesn't matter in media because they're the only one getting properly fucking represented. Well, not properly represented, over-represented.
As well, it doesn't matter until, like, you know, it's not done the right way, and then all of a sudden it's a huge problem and we need to fix it. But it's one of those things where I just, like, I showed my girlfriend the title, she looked at it and just put her head in her hands and was like, and she went, don't press play, and I pressed play, and within 30 seconds she's cringing. It's like, yeah. And like, fair play, like, the guy, it's like, he wasn't bad, it's just like, you could see the point he was trying to make, he just wasn't making it in a very good way.
And I honestly fail, personally, to see an argument against having representation in media.
Well, his argument was like, I don't even want to get his argument because it's really bad, but like, you can see that he was coming from a place of, I think it's important, I just think we're handling it in the wrong way. But when your argument is, it's not important because I don't care about it, it's like, but clearly you do.
Well, clearly, yeah.
Like, if it wasn't important, why would you be talking about it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember just one of, like, the hardest I've ever dunked on somebody, to the point the person actually just stopped talking.
Oh god.
It was like a conversation about fucking Star Wars or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like Last Jedi. And he goes, I just don't get why they have to, like, you know, keep putting women in these films. Like, nobody cares. Like, no one thinks it's a big deal. I just looked him dead in the eye and went, well, you clearly think it's a big deal because you won't shut up about it. And he just stopped talking because he didn't know how to respond. And that's sometimes what you've got to do. It's like
it is,
people
who
claim not to care about it, the people who care the absolute most.
And it's weird, isn't it, that they won't care, apparently. They won't care.
They don't care, but they will mention it and never shut the fuck up about it.
But at the same time, yeah, it's a case of, well, I don't care, but also I really care because the main character isn't a male and I'm not going to fucking shut up.
I'm still level 13, great. I can't wait to level up in this game.
Let's just see how much we get.
Okay, I'm curious.
Let's just see how much of this experience bar is filled by a Diglett. Because this is what the game is expecting us to do at this moment.
It is, yeah.
Because we've had to have gotten to Cerulean to fix the power plant. It didn't move. The bar didn't move.
Well.
Oh my fucking word, Pokemon. Like, put some level 40s in here.
How, Lucas, though, how do we like the game? You can't criticise something you like, that's the rule. Like,
we didn't even get a pip on the bar, Karl. I'm so mad.
Lucas, don't think about the problem. You must... No, Lucas, fight it!
Like, you will get my experience.
Basically, this Diglett's just suicidal. This is the equivalent of stepping in front of a train.
Oh my word. Is Diglett just go stomp on me, please?
And this is where stuff like Horde Battles comes in, of like, yeah, if you're going to make me fight someone that's at level 13, let me fight 5 of them at once.
Yeah.
Because then you get, the lack of experience, you can make up for it a little.
A little bit, but no one ever did them for experience. It was very good for shiny hunting and for EVs.
I used it for experience because it's just like when you could find, I think there was an area where you could get like 5 level 60 Trevenants. And killing all of them at once with like 1 rock slide, so that gave you like 6,000 experience at once. And Trevenants have 2 attack EVs, so it was really good for leveling up attack.
Yeah.
But so what is the game you see people just like give the most unrelenting positive or negative criticism to them? So I think at the moment it's what is Cyberpunk, is the hot thing people just shit on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's that weird back and forth from people wanting to shit on it and then people who try to justify the fact they like it.
Yeah.
And because they're ignoring the very obvious problems and criticisms with it.
There's a lot of people that have, heard that there's problems with the game and decided, no, I need to triple down on just defending this game to the absolute hill. I will die on this hill of Cyberpunk is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. That's the thing, not even saying no, it's an okay. It's no, it is the best game ever.
And you know what? I don't mind it when people go, for me, Cyberpunk's a very good game and it ran fine. I didn't encounter that many problems. Yeah, fine, that's your experience. But when people go, people are all wrong, Cyberpunk is fucking incredible. You are objectively wrong and I am right.
Yeah, everyone's saying that it's bad, they're just jealous or something like that.
Some shit like that.
And that's the level of not criticism, discussion about a piece of media. I don't find that interesting.
No, and it really annoys me as a fan of Destiny, and I mention it to you a lot, don't I?
Yes.
Destiny fans complain about Destiny a lot because the people that still have stuck with this game 7 years down the line are extremely passionate and want things that are bad in the game to be improved. Yeah, but they constantly focus on the bad, not the good.
Yeah, because the good stuff, obviously, is good. Why would you don't need to talk about it. I like it. It's in the game. I'm still playing the game, so clearly there is some good there. That's implied by the fact I'm still playing it 5 years later.
And even if you want to talk about the good, that conversation is going to be, 2 sentences long of, I really enjoy the game and it's good, but here's the problems.
Yeah, and that's where you'll get that weird thing of but you complain about it all the time. I complain about it because I want it to be better, because I like playing it.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's something I enjoy doing. And I want, the time that I spend playing this game to, be better.
You weren't joking when you said we need to cut Pokemon.
Isn't that great?
Every single option I've got, we need cut for.
So I guess... At this point in the game, do we really need to fucking cut?
Do we really need to prove ourselves? Come on. That's frustrating. I genuinely was just you'll probably need cut. Didn't realise you actually 100% need it.
Yeah.
Well, that's my bad. I'm sorry for everyone watching, but yeah.
Look, it's like, how can you complain about a game and not like it? How dare you not just give unrelentingly positive criticism? So have you met people like that? Like, have you ever met people who just do not think about the media they consume critically?
Like, I know I have met those people, but I couldn't tell you who they are because I quickly stopped talking to those kind of people.
Like, they're really not fun to talk to, are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever had like I don't know, for example, like, let's talk about Marvel movies.
Yeah.
You must have that thing of like when you like start delving into the universe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like for example, I guess like Endgame, just talking about the final fight and like doing the argument that often happens like power scaling, things like that. I'm like, oh yeah, could this character beat this character based on knowledge we have of this, and then someone will always chime in. It's just a film. It's like, great, awesome. So you watch the film and then don't want to talk about it any more than that. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. And it's one of those of, I obviously know that there can be the other side of it where people take it way too seriously and make the discussion not fun. But it's one of those things that you've got to meet somewhere in the middle and be able to have a conversation about like, yeah, this is interesting. And as you say, oh yeah, let's discuss. Oh well, based on the stuff that we've seen in Endgame, like who could actually take on Thanos, for example?
Something like that, yeah. But then you'll just always have that person who comes in like it's just a film. Or when like you have a discussion we had about representation, you'll talk about stuff like that and why it matters. And then someone will go, "It's just a movie. Why do you care?" And he goes, "Well, a lot of people fucking care. You've got like a Marvel logo on your T-shirt right now. Clearly, you care about this."
Yeah. Oh, it's really funny and just. It's weird.
Why do you care? It's like, well...
It's weird that, like, because, when I play a game, or when I have a movie, like, session, or I want to have a discussion with somebody about what I've just digested.
Yeah.
And it's always fun to have those discussions.
So I think we've all had, before the dark times, that moment of leaving the cinema and talking about the film we've just discussed, like, just watched.
Yeah.
Except for like with the people that I'm mentioning, like, like friends of friends and people I used to hang out with in university, then don't hang out with anymore
for a certain reason. Yeah,
like, you just watch the film and they're like, "Yeah, it was good." And you go, "Oh, but what do you think about this?" It's like, oh, it's all right.
Yeah, and there's nothing more fun to me when it comes to a movie night of going to see a new film and like the amount of times I've done it with Marvel movies where we're going to watch the prequels beforehand and then go watch the new one at midnight and then we'll come out of the cinema and be like, oh, what did you think? And have a proper discussion about it. And those are really, really fun to have. Yeah, and I can't imagine just being the type of person that goes like, It
was all right. I'll wait for the next one. Well, what do you think can happen next one? I don't know.
I'll find out, won't I? And it's like,
I guess I'll find out. It's like, oh, cool. Or again, when you talk about like a movie universe or again like representation and like why it means a lot to people. It's like, oh, it's just a fucking movie. It's like, really? Like, these the same people say stuff like that. People go absolutely fucking apeshit over sports.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like and at the same time, then you get like weird like comic fans like why people give such a shit about sports. Like same reason you care about like Marvel movies.
Oh, what's the rainbow wing?
I don't care. It's probably something important to have a look. It's in the key.
Yeah, it got put in the key items, and I'm like, what does that do?
Lucas, how does your character know that's important? If you respond to that by saying it's just a game, Karl, fuck it, that's not a conversation I want to have.
I think that might be the item that you go and get Ho-Oh with.
Maybe. You just found it in the middle of the room.
No, some guy just went, oh, I used to train in Johto. You remind me of when I was young.
Guy, sorry. I just thought you were found it in the middle of the woods. So I'm keeping an eye on like the maps and stuff to keep track.
Yeah. Well, we're in Pewter now, so we don't need to do that.
Like just then, if I'd have like, so where did that guy get that rainbow wing from? If you responded, it's just a video game, Karl, stop thinking about it. That's such a boring fucking conversation.
Yeah. And I find it so funny though that he just goes, oh, you kind of remind me of you when you were young. Take this thing that's incredibly valuable and we'll get you a legendary Pokemon.
I also love as well, you remind me of you when you were like a fucking like 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And I've got a cell phone and a pocket radio. What do you have, old man? You probably still read books. What a loser.
But do you reckon we walked up and he just saw like main character written over our head and went, okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, you're wearing that outfit, you're a main character.
Well, to be fair, we've got that hat on. We've got, like, the Pokemon hat, haven't we?
Is there a Pokemon... Like, can you think of a Pokemon guy who doesn't wear a hat? It's like
I think they all do. I think until you can customize your trainer... I think it was only... Was it only Sword and Shield now where you had the option to take off a hat?
I think maybe on... No, because I want to say even in the...
I think in Sun and Moon, people got really annoyed because you had to wear a hat.
Yeah, you had to wear a hat, and the hats always look terrible.
Yeah.
So everyone just wants to wear the basic just baseball trucker cap and the Ash Ketchum red hat. And then they keep like in this one, they give like the stupid Baker Boy hats. I don't want to wear that stupid looking hat.
Mm-hmm. And that was the thing is in Pokemon.
Yeah, here we go.
God,
here's where we're gonna level up.
Yeah, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, I really enjoyed the character customization, but 3/4 of the clothes in that game are just awful. I don't even want to buy them or glance at them.
Because so many of them are like fucking gamer outfits.
Yeah.
Like every time I go online, it is someone with like either edgy stuff on, so they've got like the fire red eyes all black, or they're wearing like the glowing pink rainbow shirt and a snapback and sunglasses. It's like, you're like a fucking douchebag. You can make your character like anything you want, you're like a fucking prick.
That is bizarre, isn't it? Because yeah, there's character customization in Pokemon now. However, I would say 2/3 of the people I fight online all look the same. And a lot of people just play as default character because you know the kind of person that rocks up with competitive Pokemon.
They don't care.
Is that I do not give a shit about these numbers on my screen.
Like the worst one is when you encounter people online who the name of their character is like X Snipe 62. It's like it isn't Xbox Live. You don't have to put numbers on your name. You can call it just Snipes.
Yeah.
Or people put like their Twitch name as their Pokemon character. It's like, fuck,
yeah.
You're playing a role-playing game. It's like, fuck off. But here we go. Rock Pokemon.
Come on.
Let's have a look at his design. I love this design of Brock.
It's a very chill design of Brock, yeah.
Casual Brock, man. Look at him. Oh, I love that! Gently placing it down on the floor.
Maybe he can't lift it up because it's just gold, like Graveler in there. Like, oh shit, this Pokeball weighs 2 tons.
I think it's more he's placing it gently on the floor.
I think he is, but I really like that idea of just fucking hell, this Rhydon is too heavy.
I think he just doesn't want, like, Graveler to fall 8 foot from the air.
And as well, like, Brock's always portrayed as a breeder, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he probably really gives a shit about his Pokemon.
Isn't that such a cool fucking animation, though? It's him gently placing the Pokeball on the floor. Because you can, even though all we see is just, like, his static sprite, I, in my head, have got the full animation of what he did there, of gently placing it on the floor and then stepping away as his Pokemon comes out.
Yeah, exactly. It's leaving it to your imagination a bit.
There's so much characterization in that. It's fucking awesome.
I absolutely love the fact that Brock opened up with nearly all attacks. Like, my rock Pokemon are basically impervious to physical attacks. And Pamela just comes in and goes, like, goodbye, 2 of your biggest Pokemon.
He just looked over your shoulder, saw the grass type, was like,
oh no.
Can't win them all.
That's really annoying because Kabutops, fuck it, we'll keep him with the confusion. Because Kabutops is 4 times weak to grass, and I'm just like, yeah.
Is Kabutops one of the fucking coolest? Like,
one of the coolest.
You say Kabutops?
I honestly go between Kabutops and Kabutops.
It's like, you know what? I've not heard it said out loud probably since I was a kid and watched it in the animator.
Or like watch
so awesome.
It in Pokemon Stadium where it's like, oh. But yeah,
so fucking cool.
It's just, oh man, it's one of the Pokemon to this day that I still will just rock up my team with.
It's one of the strongest designs, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like I think it's the one as well where they nailed making the humanoid design. But it's not so humanoid, whereas it makes me uncomfortable.
Exactly, yeah.
It's one of the reasons I don't like the later gens of Pokemon, where everything is a humanoid-looking Pokemon. It's like, I don't feel comfortable telling this what to do. Like, when it, like, Delphox, I hate Delphox.
Oh, okay.
because it looks like a furry. It's like Lucario.
Yeah.
Compare that to like Ursaring, which is very clear it's a giant fucking bear.
Mm-hmm. Right, there we go, Kabutops. We finally got it down.
Ukaki. I love that idea as well. Like he's got like some fossil Pokemon.
Yeah. And as well, because I believe in this one he has got the 3 fossils of like Omastar, Kabutops, and Aerodactyl, and it makes sense
because
well, no.
the gym, isn't it?
The museum is right next to the gym. Yeah.
Not to mention the cave where you find them. He's next door to see where you would have found them. How do you feel about the idea, or like the fan theory that the Pokemon, like the fossil Pokemon, aren't actually rock types? Like stuff like Omastar is supposed to be a water type, but because it's coming from a fossil, it's got the rock type as part of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why they all.
That's quite cool, yeah. So he's just gonna follow the store, isn't he?
Yeah.
I remembered this time, Karl.
The classic.
I kept on doing it, and I remembered finally. Just no, make sure you try and go for the fucking kill. And it is a real shame that more gym leaders and Elite Four members and stuff don't get their own unique themes.
Yeah.
Because you do hear this theme like, I think 16 times.
Well, then again, the game was so small.
Exactly.
Like SoulSilver, they could have done a bit more with it because obviously they had more space.
Yeah, and it would be nice to get that a bit more. I think there's quite a few unique ones in like Sword and Shield now.
Yeah.
Oh no, the last Pokemon is Rhyhorn, not Aerodactyl.
Chris one. Maybe we're just misremembering it.
Yeah,
Maybe someone else has an Aerodactyl.
Potentially. But yeah, it's obviously a limitation of the system and just, I guess, budget constraints, because, like, I know Pokemon have all the money in the world, but is it really worth it to make 16 unique songs that you hear once in the game?
I would argue that it is.
I would argue that it is, personally.
100% I would argue I give every character a unique theme.
Yeah, always. Because, yeah, like, this theme's really fucking cool, and we've mentioned how cool it is, but it doesn't give you a sense of what Brock is like as a trainer.
Yeah.
And obviously gym leaders are kind of the characters that people get attached to.
That's the thing, that they're only in one game though. So like Brock, I can imagine if they like made like, just put more drums or something in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, a good way to do it would be similar to what they do with Undertale.
You'll have to explain because I haven't played Undertale.
Undertale has a leitmotif where they have the same leitmotif. So that's a musical sting, I think is a good way to describe it. Actually, I don't know the exact word. So I know what leitmotif is, but I find it hard to describe.
I know what you mean, yeah.
It has like the same musical sting throughout multiple songs that are all different sounds. So you have a lot of the songs sound the same because they have the same, like, elements and bass components to them, but then they're built upon in different ways.
That's cool.
With Pokemon. So like every gym leader gets the same basic song, but they add like different elements to it.
Yeah, and I think they might have done that in Sword and Shield. I can't quite remember about the music right now.
The Sword and Shield's alright.
Like, the music is pretty good.
Yeah, but they do remixes of some songs.
Yeah.
We all know the only song that matters is Marnie's song.
That's true, yeah.
Which is the only bot that matters. That's such a fucking good song is that one. God, that song's awesome.
Oh, Spike Cannon. What a poor move.
Why'd you do this?
It's so unsatisfying when you use a move like Spike Cannon. It's like, hit 2 times. Okay. I guess I did like 30 damage.
I was always annoyed as well, because as a kid I always thought it misses because it's like accuracy. So I try using stuff like X accuracy to hope it'd hit more.
Oh, no.
I didn't realise it's just a chance that it'll just hit 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, take this badge.
Got the Boulder badge. Yeah, one of the worst looking badges.
It's just so plain.
It is real plain. It's plainer than the plain badge.
But I kind of like it now in retrospect with like all the edge and extra frills and stuff that get put on newer ones.
Yeah, I do think the first 2 gens of badges just stand out in quite a unique but simple way.
Which is fair enough because like they were the first ones. So
yeah. We can have a little look at them now.
Oh yeah, we can see them all, can't we? Like, because Brock.
Oh, they're not coloured though, which is a bit of a shame.
If you get colour on that screen, you put the badges on.
Yeah, because they don't look quite the same when it's just they're just the shape of it. They don't have any personality at all.
I also don't like that it spoils the game. We get spoiled like who's the gym leader at Viridian.
Yeah.
It shows you it's blue. They should be blacked out.
Yeah, they should be.
At the very least, the one for blue should be blacked out.
Or just like Kanto maybe.
Yeah, blue should 100% be blacked out because that's a fucking not a spoiler, but it's like a huge like oh holy fuck it's him moment.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it kind of sucks that we don't have that.
And I never actually took note if the game shows you the Kanto leaders before we get to Kanto.
It never does now.
It doesn't.
Obviously it can't because then it'd be spoiled.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, is they've spoiled that moment with figuring out Blue is the gym leader.
You should go look at that screen. It's like, oh, he's there. And that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if
there's anything in here. Might as well look around.
Anything.
Let's have a talk to everyone, see how everyone's doing.
Let's have a picture taken, shall we? With Pamela.
Why not? Where's this system in the new games? Yeah, it's so dull. It looks so shit. I love it.
It looks real bad.
Do that with 6 legendaries. Just track your games, you got 6 Arceuses.
It was really funny. I saw on Twitter the other day like a Pokemon highlight of the VGC tournament come up.
Okay.
And it was a Zacian, so you know I believe sword dog Pokemon.
Yep.
Against a like Necrozma fused with the Solgaleo and a Lapras.
I already don't care.
And it was like, you know that Lapras is the Gigantamax Lapras with the Aurora Veil.
I already don't give a fuck. I could not be rolling my eyes about this harder.
Exactly. I literally just saw it come up and went, oh, what Pokemon are they using? Yep, there we go.
I adore Pokemon, but I cannot stand competitive Pokemon.
I really can't.
We talk about how much fun it can be.
Because I love playing against somebody like you where we both agree, like, fuck legendaries, fuck the Mega Pokemon gimmick I was all on board for. After that, no.
Yeah, because like, instead of 1 legendary, you just get 1 Mega. But then, like, who do we give a Mega to? Fucking Rayquaza. Great.
Yeah.
Sick.
Because that was always the thing as well. Not only was it frustrating to deal with, like, Mega Pokemon in some sense, like, legendaries, yeah, we won't allow legendaries because fuck it, we don't want that. But then some Mega Pokemon were ridiculous. Like, yeah, oh, what are we gonna do? Give Salamence one. Like, not even legendaries, Megas, like Mega Rayquaza, but just give pseudo legendaries them as well. Like, Mega Tyranitar's there. It's like great.
You know how bad it is as well when there are actually or how good some of those Pokemon are, where their Mega Evolutions are worse.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth losing like Choice Band or something.
Well, Scizor was one that I came up with where I started using Mega Scizor and I just figured out, oh, Mega Scizor is worse than Scizor with a Life Orb. And you're also just losing out on... oh no, with Mega Scizors, to be fair, with just literally attack strength, the ability doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
But some Pokemon, they had a worse ability and the stats didn't make up for it. You could have just put a Life Orb or some shit on.
It's just not fun, is it?
It is a bit of a waste. But it's like, instead of getting Mega Ledian and Mega Sunflora and stuff like that, we get like Mega Rayquaza.
The worst one is when you go look at all the fan art people did of stuff like Mega Farfetch'd.
Yeah.
Where it turned it into a samurai. And it's fighting like the Iardo style like Virgil does. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Where's that? And it's like, oh, what do we get? Bigger, like, oh, what did they give it to? Charizard. Great.
They gave 2 to him.
Fuck you, Charizard. I hate that Pokemon. I started hating Charizard just because the game told me to love it.
Yeah.
The same as I don't like Lucario. When the game's like, you love Lucario, don't you? It's your favourite Pokemon. It's like, no. Stop telling me I love Lucario.
You love Charizard and Mewtwo so much that you want 2 Megas of them. I don't. I really don't. And I did, to be fair, train 2 Mega Charizards, but I like Charizard, but I don't love Charizard like the games want me to.
It's just such an unearned push.
To be fair, I think Charizard earned the push, but it was still an unnecessary push.
If they're going to give 2 Mega to Charizard, they should have given it to every starter.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it for both, like, if they've done it for every starter, like in Gen 1, that's fine.
Yeah, if Blastoise and Venusaur got them, but when it's such an obvious pull of like, well, we think people like Charizard more, so we're going to make people like Charizard even more.
We literally gave it an extra thing that no other Pokemon has. Like,
yeah.
We took, like, I cannot help but think, like, they just took away from... There was, like, a time where, oh yeah, we can give it to, like, some other random Pokemon. So, no, fucking give it to Charizard again.
So, in your head, they've got, like, they've got an allowance of 50 Mega Pokemon. And we had Mega Macargo and Mega Ledian sitting there waiting, and they went, no, take them away and give it to Mewtwo and Charizard again.
Yeah. That's what I'd prefer, because that's what I thought I saw Mega. Oh, it's going to be bad Pokemon. Like, Beedrill got one. You find one right? Yeah. Beedrill got a fucking Mega Evolution.
And I really like the Mega Beedrill.
Because it's just fucking more needles. It's just that it's the I will shiv you Pokemon. Get fucking ready to get shivved.
But yeah, it was good when it was used for making Pokemon that weren't great better. No.
You just went, oh, thank you for the great work, my lovely Pokemon. Look at that. That kid's like adorable. He's like, I like my Pokemon.
To be fair, that kid's doing pretty well.
Do you know what we should have said to him as well? Fuck you, play meta.
Like, did you know that the Beedrill's not very good compared
to... Did you know you
can
get a Heracross out of one of these trees, dickhead? Fuck you.